Welcome back to the channel, everyone. In this video here, we're actually going to go over Intel's 1.8 nanometer or their 18A node, and it's going to be the first GPU with a 2 nanometer style node. So that is absolutely insane. 1.8 nanometer transistors is going to be implemented into this node, and they have been working on this for about over the past year now. So we're going to go over that and Intel's and Nvidia and Intel's partnership for this node. So let's get right into it. So this is over on PC Gamer. This just came out a few hours ago. If the reports that Nvidia is interested in partnering with Intel's Foundry business, potentially for gaming applications, that is again for their GPUs, is actually genuine, then this is indeed good news for struggling chip giant. That would be Intel. Over the past year, we've seen the company struggles lead to the retirement of CEOs Pat Gelsinger's, who's now spearheading the Christian faith company tech company Glue. Now with the new CPU Liputan at the helm, it's thought Intel will be going all in on chip fabrication. It looks like Nvidia might be close to signing as a foundry partner. Absolutely insane. If you've not checked it out already, I've already put a video about this partnership, Intel's and Nvidia's partnership for the 18A node and or their 18AP node, which is their lower powered 18A node. Grow Focus shares details from a letter to investors delivering by Timothy Akuri, a stock analysis at UBS, talks about the push to finalize commitments from Nvidia or Broadcom regarding partnership with Intel and its Foundry Services, as well as further improving the 18A chip production process. Further improving. That's also a big win for Intel and Nvidia if they can further improve this 18A node. The note states that low-powered 18AP node is currently in development, and it might be that which is drawing the attention of Nvidia, although power consumption remains a concern. Again, that's why they are working towards the 18AP node, which is a lower-powered node. Intel's new 18A node was announced as available just last month on the official website, though this was talking about manufacturing rather than ready to buy. It's reported that alongside Nvidia and Broadcom, AMD is also, again, this is AMD wants to maybe partner in with Intel on this 18A node. So AMD is also interested. Still, the new tech is set to be much more affordable, making Intel a bit tastier for prospective partners and investors. Again, the smaller the node, the more you can put on an actual chip. And the more you can get on it, the more yields you can get, the cheaper the actual CPU and or GPU will be at the end of the production run. What's interesting here is a curious claim that Nvidia is looking closer than Broadcom to adopt in the new tech and working with Intel potentially for gaming applications, which suggests that this isn't just an initial conversation. The exciting news is that despite the potential power concerns, this means the new tech may very well be put to use in consumer graphics cards. The 18AP will probably be in handhelds, whatever kind of handhelds that they might implement it in. We don't know yet, but the 18AP might be implemented into handhelds and or put into data centers or people that are looking for a lower powered option. That is the 18AP or the 1.8 nanometer low powered portion of the 18A. The obvious caveat here is that this is just report on a note to investors from an analysis, not anything like 100% confirmation that any deal between Nvidia and Intel is anywhere near completion. But they have been talking about this for a while now, and it could very well happen. The 18A node is part of Intel's efforts to release 5 chips in 5 years. 5 chips in 5 years, so one per year. Though by our count, they're closer to 4, and that is if you consider all these chips truly new rather than rehashes. Still, it looks like Intel is doing everything they can to bring itself back in line with manufacturing giant TSMC in terms of fabrication, or TSMC's foundry, to continue further making Intel's 18A node. This includes improving packing processes and continuing to work with United Microelectronics on high voltage developments. As security finishes in a letter, we should expect to know more in a few weeks. I have already said this before. April 29th is when this update will happen, and you should subscribe and hit that notification bell, because I will be going over this, and I'll be putting out any kind of posts if this date has changed, either to an earlier date or to a later date. But April 29th is the date. Intel is set to have the Intel Foundry Direct Connect event on the April 29th. Yep, they've already talked about this before, where we'll be sure to see more updates about its current trajectory, hopefully much more on 18A nodes and whatever else Intel thinks may help raise its stock prices further. And this will help Intel if Nvidia goes on to it as well and wants to be a partner. It will definitely help Intel for sure. Just get their name back out there, because if they're partnering up with Nvidia, and even AMD is looking, and Broadcom as well, but AMD may want to actually partner in with Intel for this chip. That's absolutely insane. If they can actually make this chip one of the greatest chips out there for GPUs, that'd be absolutely amazing. And that's it for this update on that. I did put a video out a couple days ago, and I did go through all of this before. There was only a couple little bit of updates there, and that was AMD may want to actually partner in with them. So absolutely insane that Intel has been manufacturing this chip for quite a while now. I believe the past 2 years now they have been working on this chip. From the 2 nanometer to the 1.8 nanometer, and working on the or the 18A node and the 18AP node. Intel has gone up and a bit beyond what anyone expected, and it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. So let me know in the comment section below if you think Nvidia will partner in with Intel. Do you think AMD might partner in with Intel for this? If they do, that would be definitely a different approach for AMD for sure. Would it help out AMD? It would help out AMD as well, since they do not have a 1.8 nanometer transistor at the moment, and this 18A and 18AP node is actually looking very promising. So hopefully things do work out for Intel on this. They really do need a partnership like this. It would help their perspective for us consumers and other investors on Intel's outlook, especially since their 13th and 14th gen CPUs. So that is it for this video here. Again, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This channel keeps getting better and better every day, so I hope you enjoy the content, and try to give you up to date on exactly what's going on in the CPU and GPU world, and everything about PC hardware, because that is what this channel is about. Again, thank you all for watching, and as always, don't forget to get her done.